Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Foliage. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. So this is some rainwater that I have collected in this pot. It has been raining a lot and I prefer to use rainwater, so I tend to collect a lot of rainwater, especially for a lot of my plants. When it starts to rain, I completely stop using tap water and I only use rainwater. Now, as I said that I'm going to make a video on how to water our orchids, and now you can see my orchid is putting out a new shoot. Looks absolutely beautiful. So I think the best part about gardening is when you tend to buy a new variety of plant that you have never grown before and then the plant starts to show signs of growth. I think that is the best part about gardening. Of course, at times we tend to lose the plant, but when the plant tends to put out new growth, I think that is the most exciting part of gardening, and that's exactly what is happening over here. You can see the shoot has been growing quite well. Earlier when I showed you, the leaves were very small, and now you can see it is doing extremely well. Now when I'm watering orchids, I water them every other day because it's very dry over here. I water my orchids every other day, and I'm going to show you how I tend to water. Now here I have collected the water, rainwater. When it does not rain, I have to use old water, but now when I have rainwater, I make best use of it. So all I do is I just take the pot of the orchid and I just dip it in water. It's a kind of bottom watering, but I do not drop in completely inside the water. I just wet the soil without wetting the leaves, because otherwise there could be a crown rot on your orchid. So do not drop water on the leaves, especially the new growth. You should avoid watering on the leaves. So what I do is I just let it be in this. You can see the entire pot is completely filled with water, so I let it be in this. I leave it for around 10 minutes so that everything that is there inside this, the charcoal, the leca, the coir rope, everything gets wet. And after that I just take it out and all the excess water starts to drip out, and immediately I go ahead and hang it up. So all the excess water tends to fall up and the moisture is retained for the orchid roots to absorb that water, because orchids do not like to be sitting in soggy soil for a very long time or in a soggy media. So all the excess water will drain out, because as you can see there are a lot of drain holes, so all the excess water will drop out, and as it is going to be hanging, so all the excess water will come out. So this is how I usually tend to water my orchids. Over here, as you can see, let me take out this, and now you can see all the roots. They are supposed to be nice and green. These were the older roots which have dried out, which is absolutely fine, but you can see these are the new roots which are nice and green. So this is how it's supposed to be. Healthy roots of orchids are going to be green in color. This is as and when they get that moisture, they tend to absorb that and they start turning slightly green. At times they might come out from the pot and they will be silver colored, like, or white colored, silver white color, which is absolutely fine. That is also normal. But here you can see nice and green roots, which indicates that the orchid is doing quite well. You can see there is a good amount of root formation. This is how they tend to go. There is a good amount of air circulation as well, lot of holes, and you can see now it's doing extremely well. Lot of new roots as well, as you can see. This is something that is really amazing to see, especially when the roots turn green in color. Now the same thing I also tend to do with this orchid as well. I just take it and I let it sit in this for some time until the entire thing gets wet. So as you can see, all the water will come inside the pot, and then I lift it up and all the excess water will come out. So this is all what I do. I let it sit in this for some time, let the charcoal, leca, the coir rope, as you can see, this is the coir rope that is also getting wet, so it stays wet, and then the roots tend to absorb water from that, and then I go ahead and hang it. So I'll quickly show you how the arrangement is. So these are all my orchids. I have put them up like this. I have used this leftover wire that I had, and I have hung them on this, and it's very easy for me to water them as well. I just take it out, put it in the water as bottom watering, and then I put them back again. Now earlier it was in a different place, but now I have shifted to over here because the direction of the sun has changed and there was a lot of sunlight, direct sunlight falling onto them. So I moved them over here. Now they do not get any direct sunlight but only bright light. So you can see all of them are doing extremely well. and it is very easy for me to remove them out because it's not completely latched. It is just like a hook, and all I have to do is, and then I water them, and then once the watering is done, I just put them back again, and in that way they all are sitting over here. So these are all of my orchids. So guys, I hope that this video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep planting.